I remember the moment everything went wrong. I was on this amazing trip, finally ticking off an item from my bucket list. It was supposed to be a peaceful, carefree escape, but life had other plans. My phone buzzed while I was sipping coffee in a cute little cafe in Paris. I saw my mom's name flash across the screen. Something in my gut told me it wasn't going to be good news. And I was right. My dad had been rushed to the hospital, serious complications, and they weren't sure what was going to happen next. I felt that sharp, cold panic hit me in the chest, like the world had suddenly shifted under my feet. I didn't know what to do. I was thousands of miles away, alone, and I had no idea how to handle the mess of emotions and logistics that came with this kind of situation. The first thing I thought was, I need to get home, right now. But that's when reality hit. Flights were expensive, the options were limited, and on top of it, I had already paid for non-refundable accommodations and activities. I knew I had to cancel everything, but the last thing I wanted to deal with was losing all that money, especially with everything else already weighing on my mind. Here's where it gets interesting. I remembered something that I'd almost completely forgotten about. Travel insurance. I know, it's easy to brush it off when you're booking your trip. Who really wants to think about all the things that could go wrong? You assume you'll be fine. You're healthy. Your flights will be smooth. Everything will go as planned. But in that moment, I was so grateful that I'd gotten insurance. It wasn't just for the money, though that helped. It was the peace of mind. I didn't have to scramble to figure out how to rebook flights or waste precious time worrying about the financial hit. My insurance covered the cost of my flight changes and even reimbursed me for the tours and hotel stays I couldn't use. It's one of those things that feels unnecessary until you absolutely need it. And I did. I needed it so badly. In the middle of all the stress, I was able to focus on what really mattered, getting home quickly to be with my family. It felt like a weight was lifted, just knowing I didn't have to fight with airlines or figure out how to pay for a flight I couldn't afford on my own. I know not everyone's experience with travel insurance is like mine, but in my case, it made all the difference. So, here's the tip I want to leave you with today. If you're like me, and you always assume things will go smoothly, take the extra step and get travel insurance. It's not just for cancellations. It's for life's unexpected turns, the things you can't plan for. The hospital emergency. The family crisis. The things that can turn your world upside down in an instant. Because honestly, sometimes you don't realize just how much you need it until you're in the middle of it. And for what it's worth, I've personally found a service I trust, Auras.insure. It's not some random recommendation. It's something that helped me when I felt like everything was falling apart. I can't tell you how grateful I am that I had it. I never would have made it through that chaotic time without it. You don't need to take my word for it, just check it out for yourself. Because sometimes life happens, and you'll be glad you were prepared. Trust me on that one.